In a word, this event is devastating.
One of the highest flood levels ever recorded.
6 counties have declared local states of emergency.
It's going to be a real hard time for people.
LEX 18 has multiple crews on the ground.
Just devastating scenes all over this region.
Some of the damage from the Buckhorn School.
The water was coming in through my bedroom. The residential area behind me completely submerged.
There are first responders stepping up big time.
They'll come back, they'll rebuild, and they'll be better than ever.
These are the toughest people I've ever met. It's going to take a lot more than this to get rid of us.
We're Saia LTL Freight. For nearly a century, our team has been committed to driving business forward. From Lady Liberty to the Golden Gate. Superstore to corner store. We go that extra mile, expanding our team to better serve you. So trust that when you partner with Saia, we take every delivery personally. Visit Saia.com for all your shipping needs.
Count on LEX 18 News.
The death toll continues to rise in eastern Kentucky as crews make their way through the devastation. We have the very latest. Plus, we have a crew in eastern Kentucky. We'll hear more on what they've seen over the past couple of days. And the Crave Music and Food Festival is back in Lexington. How you can get in on a day of fun. Sunrise Weekend starts right now on this final day of July, Sunday, July 31st. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Evan Leake, meteorologist Emily Goodman with me this morning. Obviously, so much we've been trying to keep track of over the past couple of days with all of the flooding. A break from rain yesterday, Emily, but it returns today. We've seen it this morning in Lexington, at least. Are our friends to the east getting any more rounds of rain as well?
Yes, I do believe that just about everybody across the state will at least see rain at some point coming up today. And yeah, you're right. Soaking showers, a very gloomy way to wake up and get this Sunday started. We do have several showers still falling over northern Kentucky right now. As you can see, most of eastern Kentucky still on the dry side. There is a line that kind of dips down through Berea towards Somerset and on into southern Kentucky. But we kind of focused this morning on the rain that's falling across some of our northern counties, Scott County, Harrison County, moving over to Nicholas County as well. So many of these showers have been on the moderate to soaking side. There could even be a few rumbles of thunder and some of that heavier rain that's now moving into eastern Scott County, northern Fayette County, still picking up some of those showers as well. So grab the umbrellas as you're heading out the door. Do watch for ponding on roadways, and we want to mention that we do have another flood watch that's in effect this morning, and it's going to go through Monday morning. It does exclude Lexington, but it includes every county south of I-64 and also over into eastern Kentucky, the same places that have been dealing with flooding for the past several days. It is a gloomy gray start this morning. We also have the bit of patchy fog, so be aware of that. Visibility could be as low as maybe a few miles for some in northern Kentucky as that rain is falling. Temperatures upper 60s to low 70s, and we're going to stay in the 70s today. Eventually, more heat will head our direction this week. We'll talk about all the details in a few minutes.
Thank you very much, Emily. Our time now is 9:02. Police are investigating a shooting in Lexington early this morning. Lexington police respond to a shots fired call in the 100 block of West Main Street. They found shell casings, but no victims at the scene. According to police, about 10 minutes later, a man checked himself into UK hospital with a gunshot wound, and a few minutes after that, another man checked into the hospital who had been shot. Both injuries are considered non-life-threatening. Police have no word on a suspect at this time, but the investigation is ongoing. We now know at least 25 people have died due to the disastrous flooding across eastern Kentucky. Governor Andy Beshear expects the death toll to keep rising and the search for missing people to continue for days, if not weeks. NBC's Jesse Kirsch reports from the flood zone.
With historic floodwaters pulling back in eastern Kentucky, fears are becoming reality. The death toll climbing as expected. Now at least 25 confirmed dead, including 4 children, all siblings. According to a relative, 8-year-old Madison, 6-year-old Riley Jr., 4-year-old Nevaeh, and 2-year-old Chance, all tragically gone.
I'm worried that we're going to be finding bodies for weeks to come. Keep praying.
Kim and Douglas Stevens are some of the lucky ones.
There's our camera.
Along this isolated hillside highway, their home essentially became an island.
Where we're standing right now, over the last couple of days, we would have been standing in water.
Yes.
They spent around 9 hours in their car on higher ground without an escape route. no cell reception, little food, water filling their first floor.
Everything you've lived for is gone. It's gone.
We're going to do accountability checks.
Thankfully, receding waters mean rescue teams can reach further. But those door-to-door searches are still urgent.
We have people with medical conditions who haven't been able to seek treatment for days.
Thousands still have no power, though cell reception is improving, and some will likely go days without clean drinking water.
There are some oil spills and gas wells and things that are contaminating the water.
For now, FEMA says 18 trailers filled with clean water are on the way.
This is just one shed in one community devastated. I am 6'1", and look at where the water level was on here, well above my head. Just one city hit so hard by these floods.
As survivors get closer to the destruction, some are also closer to realizing they need a new place to live.
It's all gone. All gone.
70 years of memories washed away, destroying the Jackson, Kentucky home Pete Barnes shared with 2 grandsons.
What do you tell them? How do you explain this to them?
You can't.
But amid the devastation, glimmers of hope, too. Dylan Minix risked his life to save the sonogram image of his still unborn baby boy. He's ready to rebuild.
With each flood, it keeps getting higher, and with each flood, we hope that's the biggest one. And it just, it never seems to end.
No chance you'd ever leave?
No chance I'd ever leave.
How come?
Because this is home.
It was Jesse Kirsch reporting. We've had a crew out in eastern Kentucky reporting on the devastating damage done over the past few days. Our very own Ricky Sayer joins us live now from London. Ricky, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you were in Knott County yesterday for coverage, so why are you in Laurel County today?
Yeah, Evan, the intention was to stay out there in the hazard area, but we ran into a problem when trying to book a hotel. Every single one of those hotel rooms was full, and so we ended up having to come all the way out here to Laurel County to London because we needed a place to go. So that's why we ended up here, and it really underscores the problem for so many other people just trying to find a place to stay. And so that's why we are here. We actually could see some other cars here from the World Central Kitchen, as well as some people from fire departments here. Really underscores that problem. There just not being a lot of places for people to stay. We're going to send it back to you.
Thank you very much, Ricky. Now, you've been out in eastern Kentucky every day since Thursday. What has stuck with you the most out there?
Yeah, what we noticed out here really was the height of the water. You know, I hadn't been to this part of eastern Kentucky, and because of that, I really didn't realize just how high the water was. We could see that it had reached the height of, it looked like the height of a school bus. That's about 45 feet. So just a lot there, a lot of water that had all piled up.
Yeah, and Ricky, one of the biggest issues over the last few days across eastern Kentucky has been communication. Phone service has been so spotty or completely non-existent. I know I experienced it this past week out in Jackson. How has dealing with that been for you over the last few days?
Yeah, the cell service out there is not good. We're having the same problem that many other people are facing, especially people that are still trapped out there. And because of that, many people can't reach people to get help. And so that's a real problem out there. It's also becoming a problem for us because we're having trouble getting information to you out there. But we do hear from Governor Beshear. He is trying to get more cell service out there so more people can get the help that they need.
Ricky Sayer in eastern Kentucky for us this morning. Thank you very much, Ricky. Stay safe out there. We're going to bring things back to Lexington now as we hit 9:08. People flocked to the Bluegrass Fairgrounds as the annual Crave Food and Music Festival kicked off yesterday. It was a day full of food, drinks, music, and a lot more. The festival features booths from over 40 different restaurants and breweries, live music performances, tons of activities for kids, even a car show. And the best part, a good portion of the proceeds go toward local charities. If you missed out on the fun yesterday, don't worry. Day 2 is kicking off later today at noon, rain or shine. More info for the event can be found at cravelexington.com. When we talk rain or shine, it's kind of a really depending on where we're at, Emily, it's been a very rainy start to the day. Are we getting any sort of shine for folks that may be going out to Crave today?
I think it will be a little bit later in the day, maybe closer to late afternoon, early evening hours. Some of this rain begins to shift on out of the state. Until then, keep the umbrellas around and expect some good soaking rains off and on through the day today. We still have a moderate risk for excessive rainfall today in the hardest hit places. We'll talk about how much we're expecting to see. That's next in your Storm Tracker forecast.
At H2O Maestro, you'll hear a friendly voice ready to turn your problems into solutions every time. That's our every time promise.
At H2O Maestro, we get the job done right the first time, every time. That's our every time promise.
It's time to get back out and see America again.
And there's no better way than in a hybrid electrified vehicle.
And Toyota's got more than anyone else.
Like this electrified RAV4 hybrid that's more powerful and more fuel efficient.
At 40 mpg, it's got a driving range of 580 miles.
Saving you over $4,000 in fuel costs over the next 5 years.
Now, during Toyota's electrified summer, get 1.9 APR financing on a new 22 RAV4.
Toyota, let's go places.
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word. Huh. Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free!
Hit a grand slam at Don Franklin Hyundai. Drive away in the all-new 22 Santa Fe SE starting at $32,582, or the 23 Palisade starting as low as $38,670. Start your summer at Kentucky's #1 Hyundai dealer today.
This is the 2 for $6 double Rally Burger with cheese deal from Rally's. A deal with double the beef, worthy of a double shift. With 2 beefy double Rally Burgers with American cheese and all the fresh fixings for just $6. Plus small fries and a 20-ounce drink for just $3 more. So whether you just worked a double, hit a double, or are looking for some double trouble, we double beef dare you. Get twice the burgers, double the beef for just $6. The 2 for $6 double Rally Burger with cheese deal. You've earned it. Get Rallies delivered through our rewards app.
All Kentucky driver licensing is moving from circuit clerk offices in every county
to regional offices. And the new regional offices offer more licensing choices than ever before.
Get a driver's license valid for 4 years.
Or 8 years.
Get a real ID or a standard license.
Renew online
or in person.
You can even visit any regional office you'd like. It's next level licensing.
Learn more at drive.ky.gov.
Hit a grand slam at Don Franklin Somerset Kia. Lease the all-new 22 Kia Forte for only $209 per month for 36 months, $27.99 due at signing. Or lease the all-new 2023 Kia Soul LX for only $239 per month for 36 months, $27.99 due at signing. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Somerset Kia.
Lexington Overstock Warehouse. Open this weekend only for our big summer clearance sale. Get incredible deals. Queen size plush mattress only $250. Hurry in this weekend before they're gone. Lexington Overstock Warehouse. Low overhead. Really low prices.
Well, you know, we've been talking about rain, either the lack of rain or too much rain all this month. Obviously, June was a very dry month, and so we ended in a drought and began July in a drought. Now we're trending the other way. Even in Lexington, that we haven't seen flooding conditions here in Lexington. At the airport, we have picked up almost 6.5 inches of rain just in the month of July. So that puts us over an inch in surplus for what we should have for this time of year and for this month. Of course, we know that is a different story down in southern and southeastern Kentucky, as they have had the flooding conditions and they have picked up well over what they should have seen for the month of July. Even though it has been a hot month and we've needed the rain, obviously we've seen too much rain now. And so we continue to have to deal with more of that rain. Waking up this morning to soggy conditions all across central and northern Kentucky, as you can see exactly where that rain has fallen. Lawrenceburg, south of Frankfort, picking up 1.3 inches. Same in Shelbyville. inching our way on over into Lexington, just a little shy, a little less than 0.2 of an inch, half an inch around Winchester into Owingsville, and then back up to an inch in the Moorhead area. Danville, a little bit less than half an inch. Notice how southern Kentucky and eastern Kentucky has seen either a trace amount or nothing at all. So we can continue to expect to need the umbrella throughout the day today. Some of these showers will be soaking, some will be heavy, and some could include lightning and thunder and maybe a brief wind gust. Otherwise, we stay sub-severe with any storm today. Flood watch, though, that is in effect through Monday morning, and then after that, we finally start to dry out toward midweek, and that's when the temperatures soar back up into the low 90s. At this point, though, I think we'll take the heat if we can just kind of turn off the rain for maybe a day or two. Future Track shows that first batch of rain moving over northern Kentucky this morning. Stationary boundary still holding those rain showers in over us, but notice how we kind of start to see that breaking apart, moving into the early afternoon hours, maybe even into the evening. So it's not an all-day rain. That is good news. More soaking rain showers, potentially a couple of thunderstorms available for southern and southeastern Kentucky through the evening. We'll see a small break maybe overnight, and then we'll start the process all over again tomorrow. Maybe a bit more spotty in coverage tomorrow. Maybe not quite as heavy rain until we have one little round, couple of rounds actually coming in from another passing cold front. That's going to be Monday night into the day on Tuesday. Rain finally wraps up on Wednesday, bringing us some relief from the wet, but it will turn hot again. So until then, between now and late Tuesday, there's the potential we could have maybe 2.5 inches in some of those counties that are still kind of under the gun right now with the flooding. Lexington looking at maybe an inch and a quarter. Somerset maybe up around 2 inches. So we'll keep an eye on this as we move through the next couple of days. Watch for water to rise quickly, because keep in mind we have had very soggy ground, so there's nowhere for the water to go. So we could also include maybe flooding in other portions of the state. The flood watch remains in effect south of Lexington, all of southern, all of eastern Kentucky until Monday 8 a.m. Little cooler today. Temperatures only in the mid to upper 70s, but we do rise back into the 80s, eventually low 90s on Wednesday, and staying in the 80s the rest of the week. Today 77 degrees, soaking rain showers, couple of thunderstorms tonight. Lows in the upper 60s, maybe a couple of showers around. We'll see a repeat of this action on Monday into Tuesday. One dry day with sunshine, high of 91 on Wednesday. Then it's back in the 80s for the rest of the week with more unsettled weather.
I want to know as much as I can about my family.
This is the Salem witch trials.
My great-grandmother was accused of being a witch.
He did something very brave.
My great-grandfather was a good man.
Who do you think you are? Tonight on NBC. They have to pick acts to go to the live shows.
Half are going home.
This is the 2022 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of drive modes, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places.
Get the 2022 Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy.
New spicy batter dip fish, only at Captain D's. It's hot news. Our famous batter dip fish just got really hot with fiery spices in our legendary batter. Get ready for bold new flavors when the captain is coming. Captain D's.
Amish bedrooms, Amish dining, Amish home office, Amish entertainment. Oak Factory showroom is full of Amish furniture that you can take home today, plus 18 months free financing. Oak Factory's floor clearance sale in Brandon Crossing.
Guys, it's hot outside.
And when your air is on, your money's gone.
Keep the outside outside.
And the inside inside.
With precision engineered windows from the Window Source.
Stay cool this summer.
And stay away from those high utility bills.
You can get a price right now at windowsourceofkentucky.com.
Super efficient windows
that won't break the bank.
Ready to update and refresh your home?
Come to Corvin's Furniture and Flooring, but bring your walking shoes. With over 5 million square feet of flooring in stock and ready to be delivered, we guarantee you will find what you're looking for and at the best prices. You can shop from our vast selection of carpet, hardwood, laminate, tile, and waterproof vinyl plank in one visit. We have the largest selection of flooring in stock in the state. Visit our showrooms in Bardstown and now in Lexington. Corvin's has your home covered.
At Signature Heating and Air, we like to start our day like most of you. We like to grab a cup of coffee, get together, and make plans for a great day. For us, that means providing you with the best service we possibly can. We're a local company with lower overhead, which means lower prices for you. Our aim is to be the heating and air company you trust. No gimmicks, no tricks, just quality products and services from your neighbors here in the Bluegrass. So give us a call for your free estimate and save up to 20% over the big guys.
This is the 2022 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of drive modes, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places.
Get the 2022 Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy. LEX 18 News is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. You're watching LEX 18 News Sunrise Weekend.
It is just hit 9:20 for you. First, the heat. Now, these eye-popping electric bills. And it's not just because you've been cranking up the AC. The price of electricity is skyrocketing nationwide with more price hikes to come. Priscilla Thompson explains why.
Gigi Perez was shocked to receive a $174 electric bill in the mail this month.
How much is it usually during the summer for you?
Last year it was like 98, 95.
So you're paying like $80 more now?
Yes, ma'am. It's a lot.
Gigi, who lives on a fixed income with her daughter and 3 grandkids in Houston, says they're trying to conserve energy to cut future bills and are now making sacrifices to pay this one.
The first thing I was thinking, I said, I'm going to pay the bill, but we don't going to have no water or meat or something. The price is going up. I had to go down on something.
Texas has some of the highest bills in the country, while nationwide this summer, Americans are expected to spend $540 on electric bills, 20% more than last year. Some states are seeing even bigger increases. Pennsylvania regulators are now warning of a 45% rate hike, and starting Monday, some customers in Massachusetts, Connecticut, and New Hampshire will see an increase of up to 50%.
$100 more a month is a lot of money.
The price hike and the scorching heat is burning Granite State resident Michelle.
Frustration. There's nothing we can do. We just have to kind of, accept it.
The reason for the spike?
And a lot of that is because of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. And because natural gas prices have doubled to quadrupled, our electricity prices have gone up with them.
There are some steps you can take to lower your bill. Experts say try turning the thermostat up a few degrees. Close blinds to avoid warming the room. And if you get hit with a big bill, talk to your electric company about a payment plan.
It's 85 degrees here today, and it's pretty humid, and the air conditioners are not on. We're just trying to use as little as we can.
With no relief in sight, both Michelle and Gigi are considering moving to cool down their costs.
I don't know what we're going to do, but, we need the electricity.
Priscilla Thompson, Houston.
President Joe Biden has tested positive for COVID-19 again. He is part of a small percentage of patients treated with Paxlovid who experience rebound COVID. He continues to show no symptoms. The president increased his testing cadence to protect people around him and to assure early detection of any return of viral replication. He has not started treatment at this time, but he will be under close observation. However, he will follow strict isolation procedures. President Biden addresses his diagnosis on social media, adding, quote, "I'm still at work and will be back on the road soon." A new bill introduced in Congress Wednesday would protect recording artists from having their lyrics used against them in court. The RAP Act, which stands for Restoring Artistic Protection, aims to protect a musician's right to creative expression. Tommy Munswell Kennedy is currently serving a life sentence for murder after his rap lyrics were used against him in a trial. Rappers Gunna and Young Thug are examples of other rappers embroiled in legal issues where the law, if enacted, might apply. The bill's sponsors use the example of Bob Marley, who recorded "I Shot the Sheriff," which was not an actual confession to a real crime. Meet the Press returns at 10 a.m. here on LEX 18. Chuck Todd has a preview of what you can expect.
Good morning. Coming up on Meet the Press, a big deal. Democrats and Joe Manchin finally agree on a bill to spend billions on energy. It'll include investments in climate, healthcare, and it's supposed to cut the deficit. It's a political win, but do Democrats have the votes they need? I'll talk to the man at the center of it all, Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia. Plus, Senate Republicans block a bill they formally supported to help veterans exposed to toxic burn pits. I'll talk to veterans advocate and comedian Jon Stewart about the politics of helping vets. Also, dozens are dead, hundreds more rescued in some of the worst flooding in Kentucky's history. We'll get the latest from Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear. And is the Justice Department considering criminal charges against former President Trump? NBC News Justice correspondent Pete Williams will join me and say goodbye after nearly 30 years at NBC News. It's all ahead on Meet the Press.
Time now is 9:24. If you think airplane seats are too small, this is your chance to speak your mind on it. The U.S. Congress is directing the FAA to establish minimum dimensions for airplane seats. It's not your imagination. Seats have gotten smaller over the years as airlines try to fit more passengers in their existing planes. After years of inaction, the FAA has announced it will open a 90-day comment period to allow feedback on airplane seat size standards. It's a pressing issue for plus-size travelers, which goes well beyond comfort to being a safety issue when a plane has to be evacuated. The details about how the public can comment on airplane seat standards are expected to be published in this week's Federal Register. Let's take a look now at those lottery jackpots for you. Tuesday's Kentucky Mega Millions sitting at $20 million, and tomorrow's Kentucky Powerball jackpot, $187 million. Here's Emily Goodman with a final check of your weather.
All right, everybody, keep an eye on the forecast for today. We've had already some soaking rain showers pressing into central and northern Kentucky. Southern Kentucky will likely pick up more rain as the day wears on. We've got a couple of different rounds expected to come, soaking showers, even heavy downpours. Thunderstorms remain on the smaller side. If we do see anything, those will be spotty or isolated and should remain sub-severe. Maybe a stray strong wind gust. Otherwise, it's just the rain we're talking about today as gloomy skies linger and high temperatures only remain in the 70s. That flood watch is still in effect through the rest of today until Monday, 8 a.m. But we still have to talk about unsettled weather as we move into the start of your brand new work week. Monday, Tuesday holding 50, 40% chances of showers respectively. Temperatures do start to warm back up tomorrow. 85 degrees, 87 on Tuesday, low 90s on Wednesday. We get one day a break from the rain with the sunshine, and it's hot. Humid as well this week, and then we'll start to see those 80s returning. Still unsettled with more rain chances late in the week.
Thank you very much, Emily, and thank you all for watching, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. The race is coming up next.
LEX 18, streaming local news 24/7. Search for LEX 18 on your device.